I'm Eris Bussey, and today I'm here with Bella Rosado.
Tonight, we will be covering important new information about the Cambodian Genocide.
During 1975 through 1979, a quarter of the Cambodian population was brutally murdered by the Khmer Rouge.
The Khmer Rouge was a group whose goals were to kill any and all intellectuals and any opposition to their leader, Pol Pot.
Pol Pot used the totalitarian traits of military terror, ideology, and control of individuals to maintain power in Cambodia.
And now, Diane White with a special interview of Pol Pot in Cambodia.
Thank you, Bella. Today I'm here with Pol Pot, the former ruler of Cambodia and the Khmer Rouge.
Thank you for having me here today.
Pol Pot, how did you rise to power in Cambodia?
Before 1975, the government was incredibly unstable due to the neighboring war in Vietnam. The peasants were unhappy and it was easy to gain support for my rebellion against the government. Once I became leader of the Khmer Rouge, we were able to conquer the capital of Cambodia and seize power.
We received reports that the Khmer Rouge specifically targeted intellectuals as well as Buddhists, Muslims, disabled people, and the upper class. Why is that?
These specific groups were deemed inferior and not necessary in my vision for the new Cambodia. I told my comrades to execute these people. I managed to eliminate a fourth of the Cambodian population in just 4 years.
What ended your 4-year rule in Cambodia?
The neighboring country, Vietnam, did not approve of the actions performed by the Khmer Rouge to the civilians of Cambodia. In 1979, Vietnamese troops invaded my country and overthrew me from my seat of power. I was replaced by a puppet government and forced to go into exile.
Thank you for your time, Pol Pot. Back to you, Eris. Thanks, Diane. Continue on the stories of personal victim of the Khmer Rouge. Kate?
Thank you, Eris. Today we are here with Sisawath Duong Chonto, who was a young man during the Cambodian Genocide. Mr. Chonto, why do you believe that the actions by the Khmer Rouge were a problem?
During the Khmer Rouge reign, the civilians of Cambodia were slaves in their own country. Enemies of Pol Pot were tortured and executed, while the rest of the population became slave labor. Food was very limited and thousands died from famine and diseases. And what is even more horrible is that no country interfered to save those who were suffering.
I understand this is a tragic topic for you. Would you be able to share your personal story with us?
When I was a young boy, my father was accused of being an enemy to Pol Pot. He was arrested by the Khmer Rouge, tied in chains, and thrown into the basement. Inside, they left him without food for several days before he was taken outside and beaten, leaving him paralyzed and mute. After all of this torture, he was executed. My father was an innocent man. I miss him every day.
Thank you for your emotional story, Mr. Chonto. That's all from here. Back to you, Bella.
The Extraordinary Chambers in the Courts of Cambodia, also known as the ECCC, was formed in 2003 by a treaty between the United Nations and the government of Cambodia.
The ECCC demonstrates now what is occurring to try and make up for the lack of international response during the actual genocide.
The ECCC had the power to investigate and prosecute senior leaders of the Khmer Rouge and those deemed most responsible for the crimes committed in Cambodia between April 17, 1975 and January 7, 1979.
However, there has still not been any international investigation for the Cambodian genocide.
Hopefully, in the future, all those responsible for the Cambodian genocide will be found guilty.
That's the news for today. This is Bella Rosado and Eris Bussey signing off.